Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I want to get this working week reading out. I found it was a help for myself last week, so let's get another one out and see what the guidance is for this upcoming week. I haven't checked the dates, but it's going to be going from the 30th. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards want to pre-warn us about, what we're needing to work on. Getting that week to work for us. So last week we were tapping into our divine feminineness. Okay. The energy was a bit all over the place. I'm sitting there thinking I haven't got out the decks of cards like I did last time. I'm not sure if that's what it's waiting for me to do. Let's choose some cards. Instead of the Psychic Tarot, let's clarify with the energy cards. Okay, Law of Attraction cards. Daily guidance from your angels. The power of love. Something else missing. What's missing? Angels and ancestors. Okay, well, we chose the cards then. Let's get them out. Law of Attraction. Energy Oracle. We keep that out. Daily guidance from your angels. The power of love. Angels and ancestors, what would you like to say? Okay, well, we've done that part then. Let's get these out. We'll start with the Law of Attraction first. I don't mind which way it comes out. We'll get the story out in the end, or the message. Let's pop these away. Okay. The Law of Attraction treats my imagination as reality. I can feel positive while thinking positive. Let's turn these over and read them. So the Law of Attraction treats my imagination as reality. Card number 21. The universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought brought about by your imagination. In either case, the thought equals your point of attraction, and if you focus upon it long enough, it will become your reality. I can feel positive while thinking positive. Card number 27. The longer you stay focused upon what you do not want, the greater and more powerful that thought will become. But if you are sensitive to your emotions and you withdraw your attention from the unwanted very quickly, you will begin to feel better and you will stop the attraction of the unwanted thing. Okay. keep these ones to the side. Pop the books just here. Let's get some, we'll start off with the energy cards. They can go underneath the Rider-Waite to clarify. Let's pull 6 cards. Come on, Miss Bendy, and you as well. Flexibility. So we're definitely kind of already picking up on our thoughts. The unwanted thoughts. The universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought brought about by your imagination. In either case, the thought equals your point of attraction, and if you focus upon it long enough, it will become your reality. So the longer you stay focused upon what you do not want, the greater and more powerful that thought will become. But if you are sensitive to your emotions and you withdraw your attention from the unwanted very quickly, you will begin to feel better. And you will stop the attraction of the unwanted thing. Okay. I can see the star. I just cut the deck and I saw the star. Think positively. Your imagination. You will attract your point of attraction. That's whether you're observing something which is happening in your reality and you're making that your reality, or whether your imagination kicks in and you kind of live in this wonderful world of your own, I want to say. The star. Now, is this the masculine's energy that we're picking up on this week? Positivity, faith, because we've got a King of Wands. It seems to be showing me the cards as well. We've got a King of Wands who's with the 10 of Wands. He's burdened regarding getting to his passions. Then we've got a 7 of Pentacles. I said yesterday, I believe, about not being happy with his return. And that's because I believe the masculine energy needs to pick themselves up on their thoughts. We've got a King of Swords with the Magician. Oh, we're not going to be able to see this row. Okay. Hi, Lily. Oh, I know. I'm just going to put you down. You're wet. Can you stay down there today for me? She's like, no. Don't be silly. Hello. Let's get this last card out. So I can see the top row here. So we have a king here who is, it's like they're back to back here. So one part, I want to say, of the Divine Masculine has all these optimistic goals, ideas, adventures planned, and then I want to say in comes the negativity and you kind of wipe out your intention, you change it. So there's definitely this burden of flitting to and fro between optimism and pessimism. Yesterday I picked up not being happy with the return. We've got the King of Swords here, who's in his head, and I believe that he needs to really start picking up his thoughts and seeing whether or not they're working with the law of attraction or kind of against it. It's more of a, what are you attracting? Have a think of your thoughts. Positive mental attitude at all times. It's a tough one. So they are, you're going to lay down, darling. I want to have a look at this other row here. So this row is undercover, we're not sure. Okay. And the song I was singing before I came on was "It's a Kind of Magic." And my daughter said to me, "That's Queen, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, but there's some reason why I'm singing this." I said, "It's going to kind of come in in today's collective reading." So, it's a kind of magic. The universe is offering this. That's an interesting video to watch. It's a kind of magic because he kind of goes around and sprinkles all this kind of magician's dust, I believe. He kind of wakes them up. Okay, all sorts of different men. 10 of Swords, the end of the road. So I feel that there's a fight in here that's kind of going on, like with the law of attraction. With the King of Pentacles. So this is a real masculine reading this week. Okay, so we're going to be picking ourselves up on our thoughts. See whether they're working in our favour or against us. Are they thoughts of prosperity, abundance, or are they thoughts of lack? Interesting. Right, I've got to delve a bit deeper into these cards. Would you like to lay down? I seem to have your hair like floating everywhere. Okay. Let's have a look, guys. We're going to clarify, we're going to read from the energy cards, and let's really see what the energy's like behind the scenes of these cards. I'm going to put you down, sweetheart. I know, it's so good, isn't it? But Mummy's kind of busy. Good girl. Okay. Tickling everywhere. Let's do this. King of Wands, meant to be a passionate king, looking for adventure. He is optimistic, charismatic, adventurous, outgoing. He has drive, or does he? Because the Ten of Swords is carrying the burden now. So we spoke yesterday about the Nine of Wands. Sorry, did I say the Nine of Swords? I'm not sure. The Ten of Swords, but the Nine of Wands. We're on the Wands. The Nine of Wands, I said, was like the last hurdle, and then you're going to feel the burden. Indecision. That does look like a crossroads, doesn't it? Kind of going one way and then the other. He's got his kind of his cloak up there. Card number 8. It reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know, and the big bad wolf. Which choice to make? This card marks the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Yet, you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirits guide you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honouring choice. Okay. Let's find out a bit more. Not happy with the return. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Card number 36. intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself up to emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So just wanting more. More resonance, more intimacy. I feel just like just being more in touch. So now we have the King of Swords with the Magician, with the Law of Attraction here. Just feel this is about practicing. You've got the Healer of the Ages. So there's this understanding the truth of your power, but the fear, the fear of it. It's really about learning how to use this power. 51. It has been coming up in the personal readings. It's really important to try and really tap in and learn how to balance your power and to use it to your advantage. Health and vitality. I need to hold this one up. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalise your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. So you might have felt the presence of the energy. And I feel that this could then cause, because it may be a new energy that you're feeling. So this is about learning to trust this power. Rather than turning your back to it, I believe that the law of attraction is showing you results, okay? And then your kind of mental attitude has changed, and then you're going to be attracting kind of what you're focusing your thoughts on, like negative things. So it's really about picking yourself up on these thoughts this week. Let's have a look at this Ace of Wands. The universe is offering this magic. It's a kind of magic community. I'm feeling here about having a look at how your energy can affect the people around you. I picked up this yesterday with somebody that I was doing a personal reading with. And I was talking about, I was actually covering the Five of Wands when you have the five lads battling, okay? And what come through is that your life is a sum total of the five people that you have in your environment. Now, I learnt this a long time back, kind of in a business way, okay, when I was really working on building businesses, helping people, more just in the personal development sector. And you can see that your health, your wealth, your attitude. Okay, if you have a look at the five people that you actually surround yourself with, you will, and it makes more sense, I think, when we start to understand with energy, you can understand how their energy can affect you and kind of become your energy. So I believe there's something, because we spoke about the football match yesterday and about how a collective energy can ripple out. And that's what I just felt when I saw this. Let's read the community card and see what I'm kind of touching on there. Connection with kindred spirits. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas and supportive energy. The lights in the picture, let me just hold it, I've got to turn the page. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. When this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community or of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. That's that kind of third energy. So we're really looking at calling in our soul tribe now. So the time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliances your way. Like the Happy Family card, this card also indicates a party or celebration of some kind. I feel like it's kind of time that you choose sides. Positive, negative. Well, it's the end of the road here. So I feel the masculine energy has to make a decision. Because this could have been going on for, like it said, days, weeks, months, years, this to-ing and fro-ing. 38. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So the universe is definitely sending this healing, love and presence to the divine masculine, which he can sense. The healer of the ages is here. So helping through this transition. But the thoughts need to stay, the intention needs to stay positive and optimistic. So we've got the heart healing here of Archangel Raphael, card number 38. And this is clarifying the end of the road. Love, compassion and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart centre. I'm going to hold up the end of them, the end of the road, the kind of, there's got to be change now to cover up the poor person's face. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Let's just repeat that. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart centre will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. So as soon as you do that, you start talking to yourself with this self-love, compassionate talk that you wish to hear from others, they're going to start coming. You'll attract them, but you have to keep that self-talk loving and compassionate, forgiving, optimistic. Okay, so let's look at this last one. The divine masculine here finding his stability. Victory. Finding the answers. Finding a way. The way. Hopefully. Pick yourself up on your thoughts. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy the sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. So a very masculine reading, energy read for this week. Okay. Let's look at the underlying energy. Are we surprised? It's 11:55. The divine masculine, learning to temper his negativity. Locating that daughter spirit. Let's read it. Spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. This door opens onto the expansive, energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. It's a kind of magic. I love it. Okay, I want to say I love it when a plan comes together. That's like the A-Team. Did. My favourite as a child. The A-Team. Putting together the A-Team. I had like a proper folder with everything the A-Team. I love the A-Team. I used to like the bit when they would get ready for like the fight or whatever it was they were doing. Because I was always up against the baddies. So, but you called in the A-Team. Oh, let's carry on with this reading. Calling in the A-Team. It's just with this community here and how we use our energy. Okay. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. The power of love. Excuse me. All souls originate from the same source energy, but the Earth School affords us the opportunity to feel separate. That is the double-edged sword that is life in this physical dimension. Our nature is to be at one with the whole, but when we incarnate and our awareness of our divine self is diminished, lessons are learned more quickly. Your goal is to feel connected to everything while you experience the illusion of separation. And your path to that goal is your own. It's your individual journey. At the beginning, you may relate to the human aspect of yourself, the ego, But eventually, glimmers of your true nature start to manifest themselves through awareness. When your distinct soul personality expresses itself and you live your life consciously, you have moved beyond the illusions of the physical dimension and have come back home to the truth of your spirit. As you present yourself in this world, every other soul who crosses your path will recognize this keen sense of familiarity and start to remember their spiritual heritage as well. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is a life well lived. It says when you come across these people, the path, that whoever crosses your path, will recognise this keen sense of familiarity and start to remember their spiritual heritage as well. So you're either choosing to be positive or negative. If you're surrounding yourselves with negative people and you are carrying these negative traits as well, you can't really awaken them. So if you choose positivity, they will start to resonate with that. Even if they don't let on, it's kind of, you'll trigger something. I was speaking actually about this last night to another Divine Feminine, and she said to me, I seem to be calling in all these people that are kind of, she knows that she's here to help. And I said to her, every single person that crosses your path, you're here to help. Don't ever think of it any other way. Anybody that you come into interaction with, okay, you're there to help. And if you have that kind of attitude, you're not going to have this negative. It's more, how may I serve? You don't need to go in and say, how may I help you? You know, for everybody that kind of turns up at your door. And for me, that could be a delivery person. No matter what, I just initiate some form of conversation with them, and whatever flows out, always of a positive intention. If you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's definitely with your children, okay? So if you're not in a good mood, it's best not to talk to your children. Just talk to them when you're in that good mood. Really hard things that, I said, a positive mental attitude at all times is the key. Just know that your energy will be of a benefit to anybody that crosses your path. Whether that's a telephone conversation, messaging, texting, okay? Positive or negative, your choice. But people will resonate, okay, with that aspect, that positive aspect within you that shines through, because it's also within them. They just need to kind of remember. Okay. Let's have a look at this other one. Oh no, sorry, we've covered this one. So individuality, your individual purpose. Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Okay, I said that as if you've got to have faith, but it doesn't say that. It's stating that you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. So you're trusting. Like I just said, trust what comes out. Don't question it. It wants to speak. Just make sure that obviously it's for love. What side are you on? So trust. When you listen to your soul's voice, you will never go down a path not meant for you, but you must learn to trust that voice. By honouring the sacred knowledge within you and acting on it, you can manifest great miracles in your life. Your intuition yearns to be heard, and every day you are given opportunities to test your trust in it. As you go through your human journey, pay attention to each instance this voice arises. Notice the significance and don't necessarily dismiss it as a coincidence. Begin to perceive yourself as part of the flow of life with an ever-expanding part in it. As conflicts and challenges come up, recognise these obstacles as opportunities. The more you accept your inner voice as trustworthy, the easier life becomes. Unfortunately, there are many things in this dimension that you cannot trust. Some people, and sometimes even your own eyes. But no matter what, you can always trust when your intuition speaks. Lily's got settled on the table. I'm just making sure she's not covering up the microphone. Trust. One of the most valuable lessons to learn is to trust yourself. We put our trust, or we want to put our trust in others. Okay, our trust in them. We need to trust ourselves first. Okay. If you can't trust yourself, then how can you expect anyone else to trust you, I want to say? And how can you trust anyone else? I'm not sure how that came out. It came out as it did. 2 cards are left here. Let's look at the daily guidance from your angels. Shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, and we're talking about the King of Pentacles here, accessing that door to spirit because I'm not happy with the return. I want to say it's kind of like, why do things keep going wrong? And why things keep going wrong is because you asked that question. Why they were going wrong? Because you thought that they were going wrong. So, to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. Shower of abundance. This card is a sign that your prayers about finances have been heard and answered. The more you can listen to and follow your gut feelings right now, the quicker you'll experience improvements in your financial situation. Additional meanings for this card. The coins that you're finding lately are loving signs from your angels and departed loved ones. My daughter keeps finding money, £10 notes. Okay. Oh, she's so cute as well. I can't remember, I can't remember how she spent the first £10 that she found. And then she come home yesterday and said that she had found another £10. And I thought that was really cute because she then went to buy. She has a friend in America, and we met when we was in LA. And they were on holiday, and so we met on the last kind of day, which happens, doesn't it? And my daughter became very friendly with another girl, and they kind of sent packages to one another, but they haven't done it for a while. She likes to they send each other like the different sweets that we have in chocolate. And so she said, I spent the £10, and I said, so she shared it. To put together another box. I mean, I said to her the postage last time, it cost quite a lot in the postage alone. But she said that's why I thought that, because she's been applying for jobs, she's only 16. And so she really wants to kind of obviously do really nice things with money. And so the law of attraction is showing her this. She's putting in the effort. She knows why she wants to earn money, and that will be, she's always someone that shares with her friends and likes to create experiences, and she likes to buy things that she likes, little quirky things. So the money is coming in. And but what I was going to say is, if you ever find even like a penny on the floor, pick it up and you pronounce, okay, if that's the right word, but you kind of say thank you for this money, I receive it gracefully. Acceptance of money. So let's go back to this. Obviously needed to tell you that for a reason. As unexpected, I'm just going to say this again. The coins that you're finding lately are loving signs from your angels and departed loved ones. An unexpected financial windfall is coming to you. Give any financial fears to your angels. Follow any guidance you receive, as it could be an answered prayer about your abundance. Abundance can take many forms, including having more time, opportunities, or clear ideas. Wow, That's cool. Lily, I'm sorry guys, but Lily's kind of cleaning on the table herself. I don't mind you sitting now. It's not like a grooming station. Shower of abundance. Open your eyes. We've got Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. The Hunter card is based on my favourite Celtic god, Cernunnos. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, I can never say this word, I'm just going to get Lily down. Go and find somewhere else, sweet thing to go. Yeah, she'll go in the living room now. Okay. The Hunter card is based on my favourite Celtic god, Cernunnos. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, the hunter helps you connect with an energy that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only things that are standing between you and your desire at this time. So you have to come face to face with them, as the hunter does with wild animals, and go beyond them. Instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to realise your fullest potential, and this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. If you are a man or identify as male, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you are a female or identify as female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. And that's that. I'm going to get a postcard from Spirit. Good girl. Okay, well, we've got a couple of messages. Let's read them. Love your dreams, it says here at the bottom, I believe. Or does it say love you always? No, love your dreams. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognise this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in Spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind in alignment with divine intelligence is unstoppable. I'm going to reread that part. So it says, your mind in alignment with divine intelligence is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. Who do you co-create with? Divine, the universe. With your intentions. When they match, well, that's in the match. Co-creating. You are so loved and we are all behind you. So it's like, what match are you attracting? With love. Miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for today. We're on it. Relax. If only you knew how much you were loved. So that sigh again. We had this during the week, didn't we? So what do I want to end on? Rumi or the Mother Mary? I've been tossing coins. Heads or tails? Heads will be Rumi, tails will be the Mother Mary. We've got heads. Rumi. They fall out of the sky. The abundance. If you're willing to accept and to see it, really. Let's end on a Rumi, guys, and see what the final message is for this kind of getting this week to work for you. I think the message is clear. Dance of the Divine Feminine. Card number 42. Just my age. I always want to say that when I see 42. I won't be 42 forever. Am I 42? Yeah, I believe I'm 40. Yeah, I'm 42. Okay, 42. Dance of the Divine Feminine. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppression wounds, or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they would not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness, or money, abundance. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Perfectly put, Rumi. Straight to the point. How can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more. You were made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. Tell you what I was watching. Was it this morning? It came up like YouTube recommendations. Rod Stewart. He's working with, I think he's done a new album. His songs, but he's there with the orchestra. And I started watching it. It was beautiful. I was just trying to think of what, Sailing. We are sailing. And there was another one that I listened to. I can't remember. But I believe, I think they're new out. Check it out, Rod Stewart. With the Philharmonic Orchestra. London, I imagine. Anyway, okay. I don't know why I've said that. Because it keeps mentioning orchestras. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see. Is it moving? Of course. It is hurtling through the skies, spinning tilted on its axis. It's amazing you aren't passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. What funny foolishness. Let us laugh about it together. How can you even imagine it, only through some misplaced fear? It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off, that small crazy fear, let it return to the Earth Mother, to become fertiliser for the far grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in flavour of the greater craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor shimmering with possibility and invitation? Just making myself chuckle because someone made a comment about us tarot readers getting more crazier. It's like you haven't got a fucking clue. You really haven't. Okay, it's like, yeah. And it's going to get even more crazier. So this oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being tipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved, in a feisty mood, has grabbed your ankles, is holding you upside down and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head or the pockets of your pants become freed of their contents, keys and wallet, dropping to the floor in disarray. Your hair is messy, your bottom is in the air, and your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head, and goodness knows, you just want to be put down to have a moment to come to your senses. So the beloved will give you that gift. But don't imagine it will last for too long. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You are capable of more whirling and stumbling whilst inspired by the music of the spheres. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be so much roughhousing going on. It won't be needed because your hair will already be in a mess, your blood will already be pumping, and you'll be sweating, laughing, smiling and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all that grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes on horseplay. Disarray and deceived by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love as you dare to dream bolder and wilder dreams for yourself and the world. There is a bigger magic. It's a kind of magic. Okay. There is a bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited. I don't know how to say this word. It's 1222. Okay. Oh, I need to take it off of aeroplane mode. Oh, I've got to find it now. Okay, no, it's right by my finger here somewhere. I think I've got you. Oh, stop me in my flow. It's because I was finding everything quite amusing. So, having or using the style of diction or prose as opposed to poetry, lacking imaginativeness or originality. Prosaic. Having or using the style of diction or prose as opposed to poetry, lacking imaginativeness or originality. Prosaic language can't convey the experience. Oh. Sorry, I do chuckle at some of your comments though. It's like, seriously? Okay, prosaic. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held... Oh no, sorry, let's go back even more. Disarray and deceived by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love as you dare to dream bolder and wilder dreams for yourself and the world. There is a bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It is the priorities of the heart that matter to you. If you are ever to right yourself whilst the beloved is tipping you upside down, like a soaring bird in most impressive aerial dynamics, it will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart. So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held onto appears to be shimmering and insubstantial, a mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your centre will remain strong. This is what the beloved wants for you. Such peace and relief it shall bring to you. But perhaps some shaking about is required first, in case you are reluctant to give up some mainstays, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart centre. This oracle brings you this message also. There is something you are holding on to, a person, a place, a thing, a belief, a vision, and you need to let go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something utterly different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whichever outcome, growth is happening, and you'll find you enjoy the way much more with greater flow and support and less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall if you can let it happen. Don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end or you are losing something you once loved. This is just a shaking about of the great beloved to lead you into a deeper, sweeter dance of divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realise you are more ready than you think. Now shake those hips, stamp those feet, close your eyes and clap your hands. There, that's better already. Dexter's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. Me and my daughter, I was listening to the radio and it came on and she could hear it through my headphones. And I said, this is just such a rowdy, loud, everyone all joins in. I said, you have the foot stomping part. And she told me about how she done this. She was up dancing to this, doing this at a disco she had gone to, and none of the kids knew what the hell she was doing. It was like no one knew what the song "Come On, Eileen," and she's just like. So yeah, we were kind of doing that yesterday. It just reminded me now. Shake those hips, stump those feet, close your eyes, and clap your hands. There, that's better. Okay. So sacred honouring ritual. Say the following aloud. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times, or however many times feels necessary for you at some deeper part of your being to really believe in what you are saying. You'll know when that happens because you'll feel more peace and presence within, and then you will have completed your sacred honour and ritual. Don't think if I ever had this card because I don't remember, or maybe I've never read. I don't remember ever reading that sacred honour and ritual. That's quite simple. It's like there's no excuse, is there? Okay, so say the following aloud. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times, or however many times feels necessary for you at some deeper part of your being to really believe in what you are saying. You'll know when that happens because you will feel more peace and presence within. And then you will have completed your sacred honouring ritual. Okay, let's just leave it there. I don't need to keep going over the message. So have yourself a fantastic week. I will be taking a few days off, guys, so I will catch up with you soon. You will most definitely have the readings that have been requested by me by the end of the month, which so I've got today and tomorrow. There's still a few of you. I've still adding people to the list, okay, but I've got a lot out, but there's still quite a few to do. But there's not really that many. I believe there might be 8, 9 of you left to do, but I've done quite a lot this week. When I think about how many hours I've been channeling for, it's a lot. It's I think we're touching into like 60 hours now, so it's all good. You'll get them, and hopefully you'll receive the message that you need to receive through those personal messages. So take care, guys. Much love. Bye for now.